Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Infinity, and this is Magnetize Yourself, where we talk about life, love, spirituality, and of course, the law of attraction. I got this major download just a moment ago for some divine feminines that are in our beautiful collective here who are parts of this channel, this space we are co-creating on YouTube. And the message was this: you have so much love to give, but not everyone you encounter is ready to receive such a great love. And this is kind of an ironic energy because what I'm feeling for you, Divine Feminine, is that at times it's almost like there is a part of you criticizing or cursing yourself for having so much love to give. I keep getting the word generosity, so I feel that whoever I'm channeling into here, you have a very generous spirit, and this generosity is not dependent on how much you perceive yourself to have or to not have materially. I see that you are the type of person where, regardless of whether you were living on the streets or you were a billionaire, you would be so generous with whatever you have. You would give anything to make the people around you feel loved, feel supported, specifically the people that you take into your inner circle, the people that are closest to you. And there's something about that specifically here as well. I feel that you, Divine Feminine, have a very selective energy because I feel whoever I'm connecting with, although you have a kind of magnetism, so you do tend to attract many different people and energies who would like to get close to you in your life, whether you realize this or not. I see all of these energies literally like knocking at your door. I feel that almost unconsciously, you might find yourself keeping a lot of people at arm's length, even in platonic relationships, friendships, work relationships, because again, people have this tendency to want to kind of latch onto you, to want to be in your orbit because unconsciously they sense your light. This is really reminding me of that reading I did a few days ago for the Divine Feminine on people who tend to latch onto you, but then cause this kind of dimming effects on your light. So if this reading is already connecting, then that reading might be for you as well. But what I'm getting specifically is there is something about your generous spirits and your loving, warm nature when it comes to romantic relationships specifically, and somehow this bringing in some self-criticism at times or some pain at times for you. I'm hearing taken advantage of. So I feel that in the past or even in the present, you've had people in your life who have taken advantage of your generous spirit, specifically in love or romantic situations. People who may have taken you for granted or not really appreciated what you gave to them because you were so generous with your time, with your energy, with your finances. I'm also getting this image of you trying to fix or heal or repair another person through a romantic relationship. And I feel this might be an ongoing struggle for you, Divine Feminine, attracting in wounded masculines into your energy field, into your life, because at some unconscious level, sometimes these wounded masculines come to you for the purpose of healing, for the purpose of illumination. But the thing is that it's so funny. I'm getting this kind of teasing message from your guides that not all of them are able to handle you. And I don't mean that in the sense that something about you is damaged or broken or difficult to quote unquote put up with. Although I feel at times this is actually what society would have you to believe. They would have you to believe that something about you is damaged or broken, and maybe you internalized some of these societal limiting belief systems. And if so, you're really being called to address and clear that from your psyche. Because really what I'm getting here from your guides, again, going back to this teasing energy, it's like when they say that some of these masculines you attract in are not capable of handling you, what they mean is you are too powerful. You are too radiant. Your love is so bright and so warm and so brilliant that for some reason I want to say they either try to capture it and to attain it, to possess it for themselves. And so you might end up in these connections or relationships that feel very restrictive or controlling, or alternatively, they may actually find themselves running away from it, finding your light to be so powerful and so intense that I'm hearing that they don't like what it illuminates within them, because just being around you has this illumination effect on people, both platonically and romantically. It creates this kind of transparency. Yeah, blossoming abundance in the upright position. I feel this speaks to potentially a masculine in the recent past who may have tried to grasp at your light in this sense of trying to control it or possess it or keep it for themselves. I see you like this beautiful, wild, radiant, divine feminine goddess that you are. In this person like trying to put you in a cage or put you in a box in this kind of metaphorical sense. And the thing is, it's like this is an ongoing struggle, I feel, in your romantic relationships and in your love life. In fact, I feel that for some divine feminines, this dynamic could be so frustrating. This dynamic of either attracting in masculines who are wounded in some way, who are drawn to you, pulled to you for the purpose of some kind of illumination or healing, but then who try to ultimately kind of contain your lights or control your lights or keep it to themselves in some way. Or again, alternatively, attracting in masculines who become aware of the power and the intensity of your light and do not like the illuminating effect that has upon them. And so they run away. And I feel that at times this dynamic becomes so frustrating in love that there are times you might find yourself thinking, maybe I am just happier alone. Maybe I just want to do life on my own. But the thing is, you also sense on this other level that you are attracting in these very, very high level romantic soulmates, or even a twin flame situation may be relevant in your life when it comes to these masculines. It just requires a lot of discernment from you, because the problem is, again, you are very, very magnetic, and this is a beautiful thing. It speaks to how bright and radiant your energy, your aura is at this time. But just like a powerful magnet will attract to it scrap metal that might be worthless, as well as very precious metals, I feel that you also have the tendency to attract many different, for some reason I keep wanting to say specifically at this time, I feel like this magnetism in love is really ramping up for you. And whether you are seeing this yet or not, if you are not yet seeing the effects of this, you will be seeing this very soon, because I do see a lot of masculine energies trying to make their way into your life, energetically, spiritually speaking, with Angel of Love reversed. Yeah, I feel that you really stand out, because in a world that is dominated by conditional love, you really offer a kind of unconditionally loving frequency that is very magnetic and very rare. It has a rare quality to it. But also, at the end of the day, I do feel it has the tendency to overwhelm weaker energies. And I don't mean that in a condescending way to these other masculine souls, but I do sense that if they are a newer soul, or if their soul, I want to say, has this more shallow depth of experience, they can't wade out with you into the great oceans of who you are. And again, this can be very frustrating. I see you, it's like, even in platonic friendships and family relationships, I feel like it's always this game for you of how far can this person really go with me? How deep can I really go with this person? There is this perpetual awareness of the immense amount of depth within you, but also this feeling that so few souls, either platonically or romantically, are able to meet you in that true depth. And again, I do see this bringing about some frustration for you, Divine Feminine. But I have to tell you, as I've been reading, I keep feeling as though there is this very powerful, beautiful, awakened masculine who is like watching, observing you. I get this very observance energy, whether this is happening at the soul level, energetically, spiritually, or whether this is a masculine who is in your life. I feel that this could be the soul who could meet you at your depth. But I do want to see if I can channel more information on this masculine. I'm feeling in this kind of observance space, or this observance energy here. So let's reshuffle the energy oracle cards. Who is this masculine? I have to tell you, Divine Feminine, I keep getting this message of don't dim your light. Don't dilute yourself. Allow yourself to be the polarizing figure that you are, because the more energetically radiant and powerful you are, the more you will both very, very strongly attract those who are meant for you, those very high vibrational connections with a lot of spiritual depth that can meet you where you are. But at the same time, you may very strongly repel souls of a weaker caliber or more of a shallow depth that won't be able to stand in your light. And that has to be okay. It's like, I feel that part of your journey at this time, Divine Feminine, is learning to embrace the intensity of your light, if that makes sense. And to even embrace the effect that that intense light will have on those who would prefer to remain unilluminated. Because if someone prefers to remain in their shadows, prefers to remain unilluminated, either consciously or unconsciously, the truth of the matter is they will run from you, because they will run from the intensity of your light. But again, I keep sensing this masculine just observing, watching in a highly awakened state of being. Yeah, caring connections upright. Someone, a masculine who wants to offer you something very mutual, something very warm, caring, loving, supporting. There's something here about arms or a hug, like someone putting their arms around you. This could be something happening energetically, spiritually between your two souls. It's like, even if you haven't met this person at the soul level, there is this longing to just hold you, to just embrace you, not to try and possess you, not to try and capture your light or keep it for themselves, but to just allow you to be held in your light. And really with that word held, it's funny because at first I heard this as a hug, but now I'm really hearing this as like a stabilization. It's like this person wants to assist you. This masculine wants to assist you in being a kind of stabilizer for your lights, to allow you to hold that frequency more confidently, if that makes sense. Blossoming abundance in the reverse position. But in order to continue attracting this person into your life, and I say continue attracting because you have been in the process of manifesting this masculine, of attracting this masculine for a long time, just as he has been in the process of manifesting you as well. However, I do sense for some of you, this is someone you've already met in the physical. For others of you, this will be someone you don't know that well. For some reason, I'm getting a name that has a G in it, or even the name George for someone. With the temple path upright, yeah, your path is very intertwined with this other soul, but it necessitates of you. It requires of you this self-commitment to your highest path. It's like the message from your guides here is that in order to allow or to continue to allow this person, this connection with this highly awakened masculine into your life, you can't be afraid to release any person, friendship, acquaintanceship, connection, relationship from your life with someone who has feared or tried to dim the intensity of your light. And the feeling I'm getting from these situations isn't that you have to cut the person out or push them away. It's that by simply continuing to confidently stand in your light, they will naturally fade, and you have to allow them to fade out of your orbit, if that makes sense. It's like allow those who are brave enough to stand in your light to stay, and allow those who are afraid of being so illuminated by your light to walk away. But you don't really have to do anything either way. You simply have to stand there committed to shining that light, if that makes sense. So I want to know what this masculine has to say, this awakened masculine that you've been calling in here. You know me already. Wow, I just got a wave of chills reading that. I feel this masculine could be someone that you've already met in the physical world, but also if you haven't met physically, this is someone you've been connecting with energetically through dreams and those types of 5D experiences. Acting, for some reason I'm getting for someone, this person could be in some kind of industry, entertainment industry, like the acting or the music industry. They could be an actor, but also there's something about feeling as though they've been acting a certain way that feels or has felt in the past inconsistent with their soul. I feel this masculine saying, I feel the same way as you. I also feel that I have this kind of depth to me that most people cannot touch or comprehend. And I'm always playing this guessing game. For some reason, I'm hearing something about someone like dumbing themselves down or making themselves appear to be less intelligent or less spiritual or less something in order to make other people feel more comfortable. Or it's like this masculine feels as though they are always waiting out to meet people at the shallow ends, going to meet people where they are, but never being fully met where he is in that total depth, if that makes sense. I'm scared. Interesting. What is this masculine scared of? Patience in the reverse. I'm scared I'm not going to meet you or connect with you until it's too late. This is really interesting. I feel that this could be a masculine you've recently met who feels as though, although they are very, very awakened and want to offer you this caring, mutual connection, there might be something in their life they feel they have to get in order, and on some level they are afraid that they are not going to make it to you in time. Now, for others, this could be a message from their soul. It could be their soul saying, I'm scared that you're not going to wait for me. I'm scared that you are going to settle for a lesser connection. And this, of course, would be a very unconscious kind of higher self message coming through from this person. For some reason, I'm getting that someone here might be a Taurus or an earth sign or have earth sign energy in their charts, but that won't be for everyone. Angel of Love reversed in victory upright. I wanted to say we will be victorious, but really what was about to come out is we will meet again. So this could be someone you've met briefly in the physical world in this lifetime. But if not, this is someone that you've shared a really profound connection with in previous lifetimes. And I see this or really hear this echo from this person's soul that I feel resounds through lifetimes. It says, we will meet again. We will be together again. With Angel of Love reversed, I feel that both you and this person may have found yourselves in connections that felt very conditionally loving, or really where you were trying to give the person unconditional love, but you were receiving conditional love in return. There is this feeling of tiredness of, I'm tired of opening my heart so profoundly and being hurt. Hostilities reversed. It's like, I just want peace. I just want to find home, but I've always sensed that part of my home could be with another person who shares my depth. And yet this person feels like, this masculine feels like they're crazy for feeling this way. And yet you feminine feel the same way. These are mirrored emotions between the two of you, which is how I feel that you have been in the process of manifesting each other into your lives. So I'm going to reshuffle the cards, and I want to pull a few final love messages from this masculine energy coming through here. But before I do that, if you are connecting with this reading as a divine feminine, again, I feel the strongest message from your guides here is to be bold enough, to be confident enough, to stand in your own power, to stand in your own lights, to no longer be afraid of how other people react to the intensity of your lights. And as I said before, a lot of these fears are so deeply ingrained into us by a society that would steal our power by having us believe that we are somehow broken or damaged for loving so much or so profoundly or so deeply. And so to assist you in releasing some of these limiting beliefs and ideas through the portal of the subconscious mind where they do become stored, I have created a divine feminine subliminal meditation. This is called the Awakened Divine Feminine Subliminal, and it comes from my subliminal site, soundandsoulful.com. So as you can see on the screen, and I just saw 222 by the way, but this subliminal comes from my website, which does contain over 100 subliminals for all areas of life. So I have subliminals for physical appearance changes, for mood shifts like confidence and happiness, for material manifestations, for love and relationships, for twin flames if you are someone on a twin flame path, and really just for every area of your life. And you can try out any subliminal I've created completely free for 7 days, and even create your own custom private playlists when you create a free trial account on my website. So the link to this Awakened Divine Feminine Subliminal Meditation is in the pinned comments and description box under this video if you would like to learn more information about that. But the final card, or one of the final cards, I might pull a few more to come out here, is Door to Romance in the upright position. I hear a masculine saying, hold the door for me. Hold the door of your heart open. There also might be something about holding doors in general. I feel this masculine could be someone very traditional. So he might be someone who holds doors for you if you've already met this person, or this might be something that he does when you do meet. Angel of Balance reversed. I feel this masculine saying, I know, Divine Feminine, you have been overwhelmed. I was about to ask, what have you been overwhelmed by, when the World card in the midway position, overwhelmed in the process of your own soul's expansion that at times has become very intense, heavy, or lonely for you, especially recently. You've been in the process of building your core confidence with solar plexus uprights. building your own wisdom, understanding, stabilizing yourself in this physical world with thinking woman uprights, but also breaking free of the constraints and constrictions and limiting beliefs of this physical world. And whether we've met or not, I feel this masculine saying, I see you doing that, divine feminine. I sense you doing that spiritual work. And he wants to say, I am so proud of you for your commitment to that expansion, even when it does become lonesome for you. Once again, there is that message of do not dim the intensity of your lights or your love because you are afraid of being too brilliant, of being too much, because you will never be too radiant, too brilliant, too much for the right person. And I feel this masculine really speaking to you, saying that they see themselves as being this right person, of course, for you. With Healer of the Ages upright, this is someone who is awakening very quickly, who is in a very healed, energetic space, I feel, although they do still seem to have some loose ends to tie up in this world. The word sail came out, so this person might have something connected with sailboats, boats in general, or the ocean. Door to personal healing and happiness in the upright position. I feel this masculine saying right now, we are both healing in a way that may appear to be individual in the physical world, specifically healing from brokenheartedness from our past. But once again, there is that message of keep the door of your hearts open, even though you've had experiences and situations that would have you want to, at times, close off to loving or being loved. Hold the door for me. That's what I hear this masculine saying. It is such a beautiful message. And so thank you to all of you who made it this far in the reading, because by bringing your powerful energy and intentions to this reading, this does really help me to bring forth clearer messages for you. And as I always say, we are truly co-creators here on this channel. So if you would like to be part of this community, and also, if you would like to exchange energy with me so that I'm able to pick up more easily on relevant situations in your life to bring forth clearer messages from your higher self, from your guides, from other souls connected to you, then be sure to subscribe to this channel, because by subscribing, this does allow me to tap into your energy more easily. So the link to the Awakened Divine Feminine Subliminal Meditation to really help you, if you are the Divine Feminine, to deeply release any limiting beliefs or negative subconscious thoughts that could be preventing you from fully accessing and embodying your highest potential as the fully activated, fully awakened Divine Feminine. The link to that meditation is in the pinned comments and description box under the video. Otherwise, I hope you have a truly beautiful rest of your day, and I will talk to you again in the next video.